What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay, and I want to talk to you guys about the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Now, I've been having a lot of fun with this camera right here, and it's just a good, solid camera. Now, I've already put up a video on this talking about how, you could use it for YouTube, and I totally think that you can. I put up a video also talking about how you can do an external battery. And when I did that video, somebody commented and said, hey Jay, you can actually also just remove the battery altogether and use an external battery pack. That's nice. That's really nice. This camera takes great photos, and obviously when I'm talking about YouTube, it takes great videos. Now I have a extreme 128 gig card in here. You want to go with at least a 128 gig card. That way you could do at least 4K 60 FPS or 4K 30 as much as you want. But you can see the reason I got the black is because I have the front mounted monitor right there, so I can see what I'm doing, and when you start recording, the timer comes up. You can talk to this thing and tell it to take photos, take video. You can tell it all kinds of stuff. I didn't want to use the key phrase because it'll go off right now. But actually, let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this out. GoPro start recording. And then that way, if you have a situation where you're holding it towards you, which is what most people probably are going to do, you can see the timer going right there. You can see how long your video is. You can see what you're recording at. And you can also tell it to stop. GoPro stop recording. Then it stops recording. And there it is. And now I have two videos on here. I just reset my SD card. And then you can also tell it to take photos. So you can say, GoPro take a photo. And it takes the photo. And it's going to process in HDR because I have it set up for photos. I have it set this way right here, and I'll show you. I got it set for the wide point of view. You can do linear. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. But I got HDR on, raw audio, raw photos off. You got the Pro Tone on there. And you could change these if you want to, but I have it set to high sharpness. Some people say, don't do high sharpness or whatever, but you can also do time-lapse video too, which is really, really nice, man. So I have that at 4K and 10 times speed. You can do 15 times speed if you want to. You can do wide on the 4K, but if you switch it to 1080p, oh, it's only for wide too. I thought it was on linear onto 1080p. My bad. Checked right on camera. I'm not editing that out. But anyway, I don't do time-lapse video anyway. But you know what I'm saying? This is a YouTuber's device, and this is why a lot of YouTubers use a GoPro for their channel. Now the thing is, with GoPros, they've been said to have bad audio, but I've shot a lot of videos on this. I've done at least 10 videos with this camera on the channel, and a lot of people are like, "Whoa, man, it's got that fisheye look," But you could turn that off and turn on linear, and or you can just keep it that way and get more in screen. This also has super wide angle as well. I think this is probably, a camera like this. If I was into GoPros I've always been into GoPros. I just didn't buy one because I just kept hearing so many bad things about them. This one right here has great audio. I don't even have to edit the audio in post. I can just upload directly to YouTube. I can. It's just that good. The orientation also is really fast on here. So when you change the orientation, you can see there, it lets you know. Now I have my screen to not shut off and go black. I have screensaver off, and it just dims down. But battery life, let me talk about battery life. Battery life on this thing has been great for me. Now here's the thing, when I say great for me, you may be able to see up here at the top where it says I got 3 hours left on this card, right? You're not going to be able to record for 3 hours straight. At least I haven't tried at 4K or 60 FPS. This thing gets really hot after about like 20 minutes of recording at 4K 60 FPS. It starts to really heat up. It gets hot to the touch. And now at 1080p, I found that when I'm filming outside, moving around and stuff, it doesn't get as hot, but it still gets really, really warm though. But I found that 1080p, obviously the lower resolutions that you can record at, the camera doesn't heat up that much. But at 4K or 60 FPS, it gets really, really warm to the touch. It's like, ouch, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? it gets there, man. It goes there. So, I just wanted to make another video letting you guys know, so here's a mic up here, and then there's a mic over there, and then I believe That's a speaker down there. This is the where you get into it, and you can take this off. This is made to come off like this, so if you put it in certain things, you can just leave it open and add an external mic if you need to, or plug up to a monitor, a big monitor, and use it that way. I just keep mine on because, you know, I don't really plan on doing that yet. This is the power button, and this is how you record and stop. But you don't really need that. Like I said, you can just tell it to do it on its own. I just feel like if the GoPros are doing this with this good camera quality, like check out the last video I did on the update, and I'll try to remember to link it down below. But if I don't remember, just search the channel. But this camera is probably one of the best things that have happened to my channel, because there are some times where I want to do 4K at 60 FPS or just 4K period, and my DSLR that I'm using doesn't record in 4K, but my phones do. And I don't want to use a phone for 4K sometimes. I can prop this up on my tripod right here, my shorty. This is pretty much all you need to me. Like, you can get a bigger one so you can like have it pointing down or all the way down like this, but I just don't. I found that I don't need. You can loosen it up too. I'm so used to doing it like that. It doesn't. Yeah, you can loosen it and do it like that. But I just found that, you know what I'm saying, I just, this is enough. I thought this was a bad purchase because it cost $40, and I still think that it's way overpriced. But the tripod though, this is where it's at. Being able to prop this up and just tilt it towards my screen and still have, I can be really close to the subject out here, and it's just perfect, man. You don't even need much room. So if you don't have a lot of room, you want a nice camera, at this point, man, I could definitely recommend that you pick up the GoPro Hero 7 Black, because it's just a good camera. Not just for the active lifestyle, it's just a good camera for YouTube, man. And when you think about it, I learned that there's a lot of people using GoPros for their YouTube, period. They don't have DSLRs. They're just hooking up an external mic to this to get better sound, and then they're using just the cameras. So if I didn't have a DSLR, this bad boy would be in full effect. I don't think I will record at 4K at 60 FPS a lot, but I definitely would record at 1080p or 2K a lot. You know, because it doesn't get as heated up that much, and you know, I'd have to put a bigger card in there also to use with 4K at 60 FPS. So, you know, it's your man Jay, man. I just wanted to put up a quick video, man, let you guys know this thing is so nice, man. You don't have to get the black either. You can get the silver or the white. If you want to save some money and you're strictly just gonna be doing YouTube, try the middle one for $2.99. The one for $1.99 is, if you don't want like 2K or 4K at 60 FPS all the time, just get the white. Get the one for $1.99, and it's gonna be fire. I was talking to Night Tech, because he's in the market for one of these, and he was gonna go with the black, but you know, I was telling him, he sent me a video of somebody did with a Mini Cooper filming on the lowest cost one, the $1.99, and it's clean. It's just as good as this, same type of quality. You just lose some features, that's it. Other than that, this is a win-win purchase, man. I just can't tell you enough how much I like this thing, man. This is like, and I swear, I promise, if I didn't have a DSLR and I would have picked this up, this would be my full-time YouTube camera. It just would, man. It would be my full-time YouTube camera. I'm actually gonna hook this up to OBS and try it for a live stream, man, because I can use this as a camera for, you know, OBS. So because it's got the HDMI port right here, and I have a mini HDMI. So yeah, I'm gonna test that out. So be looking for that. Be looking for that live stream, man. And I want to see how this works. So it's your man Jay, man. I'm pumped about this thing. Like, I get excited about stuff because, you know, I don't get paid or anything to make videos like this from big companies, but I'm really feeling this thing, man, and I really think it's a good purchase for a YouTube content creator. If you're on the fence about buying a GoPro Hero 7 Black or just a GoPro Hero 7 period, this is definitely an upgrade from the other ones that I've tested out. I didn't purchase any of the other ones, but I checked them out, and this one has great audio, stereo sound and everything. The hyper smooth video is off the charts, man. It's a good look, folks. You know, I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just giving you the information. And if you want to get a silver or a white or a black, you go with what works best for you. But I can guarantee you, if you're a YouTube content creator, this is a much better option than getting a DSLR. If you're just going to be shooting raw footage of stuff and you want really good quality, you have everything at your disposal with the black, because you have the 4K at 60 FPS. You also have the hyper smooth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's crazy, folks. It's your man Jay, a little extended look at why I think you should use a GoPro for your YouTube channel. So I see you in the next one. And look for that live stream with this right here too, because I got the cables and everything already ready to go. All right, folks, I'm out.